Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So that's got things underway.
This guy, Roberto Carlos, really is a unique player, Peter.
I don't think anyone would argue with that.
The pace, the power, the set pieces, the way he constantly surges forward.
And a fabulous urgency about everything he does.
That's exactly it.
And this is Bale. Bale will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Van Basten is having a shot! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Played into space. Thuram gets across to intercept that. Platini does really well there. He is strong. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Not the most accurate pass. And he's intervened well there. That's an imaginative pass. Bale. Messi. That's been slipped through. Just the goalkeeper's... And the finish! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Chelsea with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. It's a loose ball. And now they can spring out of defence. And this is Bale. Rijkaard kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Aims beyond the defence. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And they can counter here. Messi. That's a sharp pass. And that was nowhere near his best. Roberto Carlos. And it's Bale. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Chelsea are one down despite having the better chances here. Here's Roberto Carlos. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Hit into the middle. It's a mighty effort! Goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And yes, it's him again. And he shoots! Well, now it's a race for the ball. He'll try to keep this alive. Pass somewhat off target. And here's Van Basten. Looking for options for movement. Bale puts them all in. And reclaimed it in a trice. He's a sharp little ball here. And that is out and behind. It's a good block.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Oh, it's hit the post. And now a sudden chance to counter. Played out wide.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space. Tries a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Looking wide. Vieira. Van Basten. Chelsea are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. Inter Milan have their second corner now. Chelsea are looking to go forward now. Lahm knocks it into space. Oh, super find. And they're not going to make any further progress now. It's a promising position. He's got full. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Can he get on the end of this? Guti. Now he's got space here. That's good vision. Rijkaard gets over and intercepts.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Nicely weighted ball. That's an excellent interception. That's a cute ball. The message... Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Substitution on the field, number 8, Hazard.
There's the start of the second half.
Platini.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Number 25.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Tries to play it through. Might be danger here. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Well, that has not gone well. Araujo makes the interception. Time and again they are repelled. Roberto Carlos. That is good alertness. Can he get it through? Oh, super ball. Shapes to shoot! No mistake! The second half off to a spectacular start. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now. Well, that'll certainly improve their mood. All the talking, both tactical and motivational, in that half-time dressing room seems to have paid off for the moment at least.
Rummenigge is onto it in a flash. Oh, that's well spotted. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, that pass isn't the best.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Looking to play him in. And the shot's on. He's had a shot!
Substitution.
It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? He's going for goal! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Ah, that's a great effort. There was very little backlip to indicate what was coming.
And it's Eto'o. Ambitious ball here. Rijkaard cuts it out. Eto'o. And he's had it nicked away. Oh, what a mistake! That has ended up in no man's land.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Eto'o. Oh, there's a probing ball. Thuram. Searching pass he's played there. Oh, it's just a little long. And that is as far as they're going to go. Nedved. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Some really good ball movement. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now it's Eto'o. Oh, good read. Challenged just a bit on the firm side.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And this is Puskás. Now that looks a decent ball. And he's in. And Puskás! It's loose and there's a race. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Corner. Corner number 3 coming up. Shoots! So their fourth corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. Foot in. Mbappe had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
Now it's Puskas. And that pass just didn't quite work. And that has been clubbed away. And it's Nedved. And he's well positioned here.
Inter can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
And this is Pele. And that's really well manoeuvred. Pullet showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Great vision. He has found a way through. Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing because that is an errant touch.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
Out towards the flank. It's a pretty loose pass. A probing pass. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. It's a searching pass. And he's only too happy to take that back. No, it's not getting there. And we're done. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven, and whilst you might argue to the... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So off we go then.
Central and defensive midfield is such a key area, Peter, for most teams. And I think in Emmanuel Petit you have one of the better players who can call themselves a specialist in playing that position.
And really appreciated at both club and national level. He has that defensive nous, but since moving forward into midfield, my goodness me, what a career he's made.
Yeah, and his sense of positioning is superb, but perhaps most importantly, the ability to cover for anyone making a forward run.
Big chance, corner. And we have our very first corner. De Ligt gets it away. Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he's been shifted off it. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he was quick to react. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Madison! Costa Curta cuts out the pass. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And it's Petit. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
It's a searching pass. De Ligt kept his eye on it, and he's there. Nice looking ball. Always onto this.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Luis Suarez. Chance! Harmlessly behind.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Zaire Emery can so cleverly bypass the press. Gaitska Mendieta.
Such good technique.
Mendieta going full steam down the flank. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. A probing pass. De Ligt calmly anticipates.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Corner! Goal! Rangers! First blood drawn. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
So we have the first goal.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team,
He's had a shot! Oh, taken with style. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Rangers are doing very nicely, thank you.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Rangers have scored 2 quick goals here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. That's a shade optimistic. Madison gets through. He's having a shot! That's going to go a long way. Defending was strong and firm. Oh, good-looking ball. De Ligt gets across to intercept that. Petit. Looking for the run. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Chance for a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
A case now of complete control. And the through ball. Mendieta. Costa Curta. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Zaire Emery bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Gerrard.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Maddison. That has not gone well. No, that's been intercepted. And it's Zaire Emery. Zaire Emery. Oh, no joy this time. And the half-time whistle goes. But I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
Rangers absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Rangers will be wanting more of the same in the second half then. Utterly dominant in the first period, and they're 3-0 up. And we're underway again. De Ligt kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Can he get it through? And he's opted for the long pass.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Mendieta looking to get on the end of this. Bergomi clears it away. Luis Suarez has found the net here, of course. Maddison chasing after it. Hernandez goes on a charge down the left. Looking for a runner. Luis Suarez is wide and looking to get onto this. Maddison. And reclaimed it in a trice. Now, can they get him away? Collar, it's a threatening ball. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
That has been knocked clear, pinged towards the front line. And he cuts out the supply. And a shot! No, not quite.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Attention, changement.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Beckham being hunted in packs.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Played into space. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Cleared without complication. Maddison. And this is Van Nistelrooy. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. He's a sharp little ball here. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Well timed, excellent interception. Searching pass he's played there. Rangers do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Maddison. That is ended up in no man's land. And he's heaved it away. Van Nistelrooy aims beyond the defence. That's a cute ball. That's beautifully weighted. Takes a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And they win it back again. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Well read, nice interception. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Great vision.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That's a throw. In once more. Dealt with nicely by the defence. That's an imaginative pass. And they're quick to get it back. Petit. That is good alertness. Knocks it into space. And it's been played through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now he's got space here. Rangers are closing in on a comfortable win. Maddison going face-to-face with his great rival. Pass is just off target. Goes forward. Van Nistelrooy is herring after that one. Chips it through. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Oh, that's a key interception. Has a look and plays it forward. Now it's Bale. And the keeper's got it again.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Defending of the desperate variety. Maddison. And that is as far as it goes. So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's away we go then. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best in his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition throws at them, and he leads by example, of course, and will probably come up with something.
That carried quite a threat. Looking to play him in. Camavinga going full steam ahead down the left flank. That has been cut short. And that has left him in a heap. Ricci. And it's Camavinga. And here's Messi. Gerrard. Great vision. Always onto this. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Ricci plays the return pass. And he's been shifted off it. Well read, nice interception. Rice. Hazard. That's gone for a throw-in. And a goal kick. Now it's Mbappe. Alexander-Arnold. No goals as yet. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Shifted it to the flank. Camavinga. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, perfectly measured that. Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Kohler has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. No, he's just misjudged that one. Rice. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Alexander-Arnold. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he welcomes it in. That's a throw. That pass isn't the best. Messi. Camavinga. Hazard. And it's Camavinga. Camavinga. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Not the most convincing of passes. Messi. Camavinga. Messi. Ricci. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Collar. Now he's got space here. That's good vision. Dealt with nicely by the defence. No foul, says the referee. That is a great pick out.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Collar. That's a decent clearance. Defending of the desperate variety. He's shifting through the gears here. That's an imaginative pass.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Shot a goal! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Nicely shaped ball. Messi. Nice intercept. And it's half-time here. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Solid. Very solid, actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end. But defensively, I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time.
Substituição para o Sporting. Número 41.
Here we go again.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
And it's Azar.
Rangers are totally dominant in the middle of the park. A no-way through zone.
Messi. That's a nicely shaped ball. Guardiola threads one in. Not the most accurate pass. Van Dijk cuts it out. Rangers come out this half somewhat altered.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Rangers with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And now they can spring out of defence. Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Alexander-Arnold. Sporting looking to pass their way through. Alexander-Arnold unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And here's Mbappe. So we've reached the hour mark. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Keeper's got good distance on that. And still, we await the first breakthrough. Tries to pass it through. Played into space out wide. Alexander-Arnold. Rangers are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. It's a promising position. Camavinga. Can he finish? It's a goal! The breakthrough arrives at last! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay...
Oh, he's been caught napping! Messi. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Spread neatly. He is just caressing the ball. That's a lovely, neat pass. Nicely weighted ball. Back into the middle. Cleared without complication. Throw in. Alexander-Arnold, looking for the run, could try cutting inside here. Thinks, and Messi! And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And this is Ronaldo.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Corner number 2, then. Cristiano Ronaldo! And that could come back to haunt them.
Well, it's certainly encouraging, Peter. At least they're going about things the right way after falling behind.
In by Messi.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Looking for a runner. Oh, delightful ball. And he's onside. Looking for options for movement. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And no, that was never going to make it. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Rangers,
real chance! Sticks it away! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
it's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Sporting are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Nice-looking ball. That's been cut out, well played. 2 minutes to be added on. Can he get it through? Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Now there's a fine ball. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. And that is as far as it goes. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. So what do you take away from it all, Jim? So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're up and running. They appear to be shaping up in a 4-4-2 formation.
I think it gets a terrible raw deal these days. It's deemed old-fashioned, outdated, but in truth, with the right personnel, it works just as well as any other system or formation. Success can still be had with it, and teams are still winning big trophies with exactly this setup.
It's Rooney! Hangs one in. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Nice-looking ball. And it's Makalele.
You'd be hard-pressed to find someone as dependable in the box as the man leading the line here.
Ruud van Nistelrooy.
As prolific as they come, Peter, another Dutch predator who has such a desire to be on the end of anything that comes into the box.
Oh, what has happened here? And he shoots! It's there!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Rangers. He's had a shot! Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. To square things up. A formality, we're level. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's calm for you. Nothing is going to distract him.
Gol marcado para o Rangers. Aos 14 minutos do primeiro tempo, pelo jogador, camisa 17.
Rangers grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Darren Fletcher. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Pelé, and it's been played through. Van Nistelrooy! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, he's played it in low. And he's quick to get it clear again. David Villa. And that could set him on his way. Khan claims comfortably. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Knocks it into space. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Very nearly half an hour gone here. No, that's been intercepted. That has not gone well. Roberto Carlos, very much a man of this moment. That's an imaginative pass. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pele cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence. And
It's Pele! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Villa. Well timed, excellent interception. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Can he get it through? Good ball, good take. David Villa was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, and a shot! Goal! Rangers! And the comeback is complete. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Rangers take the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And he's on his way! And he's there to get it away. Can he get on the end of this? And he's certainly onside here. Oh, he's been caught on it here! It's a searching pass. Marquinhos kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Van Nistelrooy, he can get that clear. And it's Rooney. Now this could be a chance. Cross into the box. And it's a corner. And this could be the final action of the first half.
That's just...
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Rangers come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. The midway point of the game.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
Rangers are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here.
Teremos uma substituição.
And we're off again. Rangers do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Great vision. Van Nistelrooy! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Makaleli. Darren Fletcher. Now it's Pele. Makaleli produces the perfect tackle there. And this is Van Nistelrooy. Pele. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, that's a key interception. Park Ji-sung. And here's Rooney. It's Park Ji-sung. Threads one in. Now it's Villa.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And he was alert to it. Rooney, ambitious ball here. No luck with that dink over the top. Now, can they get him away? Van der Ven calmly anticipates. Darren Fletcher. Looking to play him in. Oh, that's well spotted. So we've reached the hour mark. That has been cut short. That's a cute ball. No, he's just misjudged that one. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Pelé. Pelé powering forward. He's tried one! Just sails past the upright.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
Rangers are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. That's the keeper's ball. Rangers are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Good take, and is he in?
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is...
And the finish! Oh, what has happened here? And he's following up! He's got a goal! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
Yeah, I had a feeling we were going to see something like this, Peter. They're always looking to lure and lunge at you and hit you on the break, and it's very nicely done. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Rangers go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat.
Goes for a shot! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Well, I think it's great. He's showing plenty of fight here. You want that to spread throughout the team now.
So, third corner of the game. And they've got rid. Rangers have the chance to go the other way. Dink through. And this is Ronaldo. Real chance here. Oh, what a stop. Had to be at his very best. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, good-looking ball. Rijkaard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Pass somewhat off target. Looking for a runner. That's beautifully weighted. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Vinicius Junior. Looking for the run. And that should get the job done. That's a lovely, neat pass. Tries to pass it through. That is a great pick out. Makalele. It is a corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Short changes him with that pass.
Teremos 3 minutos de acréscimo.
And the number on the board is 3. Now it's Pelé. Vinicius Junior. Roberto Carlos has it in a wide position. Well, that is one way to stop him. And we're done. Rangers have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. What a turnaround. Victory from the jaws of defeat. Enjoy that, Jim.
This has been a very composed response when trailing. There was no sense of anxiety, just a belief to stick to the game plan and stick together. And it's been a very impressive turnaround.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, we're on the way. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, Erling Haaland is developing a massive reputation. The raw power, the speed, the ability to find the net in all sorts of ways. Sometimes you just wonder how you're going to stop him, and I think as a defender you'd be hard-pressed for answers.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. So who's he going to be aiming for here? Played into space, James kept his eye on it, and he's there. Mendieta. And here's Haaland. Played back in. Can he get it through? In comes the corner. Guangdong United with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. And now they can spring out of defence. James gathers from the goal kick. Spread out to the left. Mbappe. And it's Gullit. Gullit providing an outlet on that flank. Xavi Alonso. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. Chips it through. Haaland picks it up out wide. In with the challenge. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Gakpo. Quarter of an hour played. Mendieta. He is through here. It's out for a goal kick. They're back in possession and ready to go again. And it's Perez. And he's worked it through. Now this could be a chance. He gets big! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Gakpo really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Hernandez. Perez. Swung over. He's in space and looking for options. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going.
It's their second corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. Always onto this. He's got away. Tries to get it clear. Referee's had a good look and given a corner.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Up he goes! And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Perez goes on a run down the left wing. Mendieta. Now the delivery. That is a brilliant interception. And he's managed to get free. Played it again. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Perez. Good purposeful running this. He's found the way through. There will be a throw-in. And here's Xabi Alonso. That's a cute ball. Guardiola gets across to intercept that. Spread neatly. And it's James. He's on it, can he get away? Haaland! They want to be quick to recover this. Can he finish? Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Gakpo will play through for the wide man. It's a mighty effort! No, not the best of headers. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Beckenbauer. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Xabi Alonso. Hernandez. And that is expertly dealt with. Now it's Villa.
Guangdong United are totally dominant in the middle of the park. A no-way through zone.
There will be 1 minute at
Deep
a time.
into stoppage time. There's the whistle for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. How would you review the first half?
Well, there's one standout, Peter, that needs improving, and that's the passing. All too often it's been found wanting, you know, much to the frustration of everyone around, and I'd go so far as to say that it's the biggest contributor as to why we have the scoreline we do.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time.
Substitution on the field. Number 18.
And we're underway again.
Coming on the field is
So neither side has yet broken through.
Pizarro. Substitution in progress.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Hernandez sends it crossfield. Rangers come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Bergomi with the clearance. Oh, shooting chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Guangdong United have their third corner. There's the header! Bergomi gets it away. Can he finish? Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Guangdong United get their fourth corner. Rangers have the chance to go the other way. And they're quick to get it back. Bale.
That's a shame, because it was such a good decision.
Beckenbauer, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, they continue each to cancel the other out. And they've switched it over to the other side. Perez is herring after that one. And they've got a throw. Makaleli. He's a sharp little ball here. And he was alert to it. It's not an especially good pass, that. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Looking to... He's got tall! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
And it's Hernandez. Nice looking ball.
Just needs a little bit of fine-tuning.
Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them.
Substitution on the field. Number 23, Perez. Number 15, Gakpo. Coming on the field, number 5, Thomas Brzezinski.
It's a poor throw that,
Number
picked off
10,
with relative ease.
Substitution.
Xavi Alonso. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Rangers perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Well, that is one way to stop him. Brilliantly cut out. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Gets a good foot in there. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Mbappe. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Xavi Alonso. Distributed tidily. No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Mbappe. Looking for a runner. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Hernandez threads one in.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Hazard.
That's good play from him.
He has found the way through. Now it's Pizarro. He might be in here. He's had a shot. It's a goal. And late in the day, a telling moment.
Look, before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Substitutions taking place.
Rangers have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution. Messi getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants.
Guangdong United have broken through. It's 1-0.
You have to credit the desire we've just seen here, Peter. The desire to stick to your task and keep on chipping away. Some might have backed off, but not this lot. This is very impressive.
Xavi Alonso. And it's Hernandez. And here's Pizarro. Might be danger here.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Referee's given a throw. Tries to cross. And time is up. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Arsenal against Rangers.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So off we go then. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Jordan Pickford. He's a great all-round goalkeeper, Peter. Great at shot stopping and dominant in his box. He also gets counter-attacks going with his accurate long passes. The opposition should be a little wary of committing too many men forward to attack, because if it does break down, this guy can get them in trouble pretty quickly.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Stoichkov touches it back. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. And that was very necessary. And here's Cavani. He's found a way through. Cross needs to be good. But they've got it again. And here's Cavani. Cavani tries a shot! Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. That's a cute ball. No luck with that dink over the top. Jordan Henderson is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Henderson tries to pass it through, and the flag has stayed down. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Rummenigge. Rangers have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. That has ended up in no man's land. Rangers yet to have an attempt on goal. Henderson gets over and intercepts. Gravenberg. That's gone for a throw-in. And here's Cavani. Now it's Stoichkov. Quality ball. Arsenal upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Cavani. It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. Caught offside that time. Rangers have got it back and they'll have another go. Mbappe was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
Stoichkov. Oh, perfectly measured that. Rummenigge. And the finish! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2 then. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. Cavani dominates aerially so often. Now it's Cavani. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, that's well spotted. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. And that's put paid to a promising move. And it's Stoichkov. Now it's Cavani. Rummenigge. Van der Ven spots it and intercepts. Rafa Silva. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Cavani. It's a searching pass. Oh, he's just misjudged that one. That's an imaginative pass.
There will be 1 minute
Van der Ven kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Passing is crisp and sharp, aimed beyond the defence. Now the cross, he's got tall. Good effort, and it is right on half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, there's one standout, Peter, that needs improving, and that's the passing. All too often it's been found wanting, you know, much to the frustration of everyone around, and I'd go so far as to say that it's the biggest contributor as to why we have the scoreline we do.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action.
And a quick reminder today, everybody, to make sure to put any litter in the bins provided. Thank you for your cooperation.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Stoichkov was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Stoichkov, and that's really well manoeuvred. Rangers do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Gravenberg. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Incoming delivery. Oh, well played, well played. Pass somewhat off target. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well timed, excellent interception. Gravenberg. That's a sharp pass. Rafa Silva. Now he's got space here. Now it's Mbappe. Great vision. Bale is in a really good position out wide. Makalele looking sharp there. Well, they continue each to cancel the other out. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Arsenal are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape. certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And here's Stoichkov. Stoichkov tries. Oh no, what has happened here? Decent chance! Really well taken goal. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Substitution.
Rangers can make their change now with a break in play. Arsenal have penetrated for the first time.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
And here's Cavani. Looking to play him in. Now it's Messi. No, again there's no way through. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Cavani. Yeah, he's fouled him there. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. This the perfect chance to extend the advantage. Great chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Cavani. Cavani! And now a sudden chance to counter. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And he is going into that little black book. And they've got a throw. Can he get on the end of this? Adams calmly anticipates. Knocks it into space.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
No, that's been intercepted. Oh, can he get onto this?
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Tries to play it through. That is good alertness. Rangers, that could spell trouble. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Jordan Henderson. That has not gone well. That pass isn't the best. Back to the keeper it goes. Pickford, dominant, commanding, a true colossus between the posts. Just 5 minutes left. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Now, can they get him away? Oh, that's fabulous. Showing good feet. And he's picked it up out wide.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
And this is Stoichkov.
There will be 3 minutes
Bale.
time.
Now it's Messi. Rafa Silva looking to be a menace in the final third. Rijkaard gets across to intercept that. He shifted it to the flank. Ronaldo in acres of space out wide. And that is that. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moments. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So off we go then.
Well, Alessandro Nesta turns defence into an art form. If you like your defenders slick and quick, this is the man.
Yeah, am I right in saying he started out as a fullback?
Yeah, I think he may have begun his career as a full-back, but he became a central colossus.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mbappe, not the most accurate pass. That has been cut short. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, beautifully shaped ball. Vieira. That's a cute ball. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Referee has just said play on. He's gone forward, pass somewhat off target. And here's Bale. And it's Hullet. Ambitious ball here. And here's Mbappe. He could be in here. Mbappe! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And now they can spring out of defence. Collar. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Rummenigge.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Lyon looking to pass their way through. Ibrahimovic. Rangers are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Gattuso. Looking for the run. Oh, that's well spotted. Lyon trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is...
And the finish! They want to be quick to recover this.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Rijkaard. And it's Thuram. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That is good alertness. Hullet. It's a searching pass. Rijkaard spots it and intercepts. That's an excellent interception. Vieira into the channel.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, that's a fine interception. A probing pass. It's a pretty loose pass. Rijkaard. Vieira. Nicely weighted ball. Looking to play him in. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
That has ended up in no man's land. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. He's a sharp little ball here. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now, can they get him away? Nesta kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Great vision. And it's Ibrahimovic! Oh, surely that deserved better.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Rummenigge. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Vieira. Nice looking ball. Saliba promptly onto that, and that is that. And we hit half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Reflections on the first half?
Well, there's one standout, Peter, that needs improving, and that's the passing. All too often it's been found wanting, you know, much to the frustration of everyone around, and I'd go so far as to say that it's the biggest contributor as to why we have the scoreline we do.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time.
Changement en cours.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Rangers come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Gattuso, that is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Can he get it through? Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ibrahimovic. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Vieira. Gattuso. And it's Hullet. Bale. He's found the way, tries a shot! And the ball's come loose here. Has a look and plays it forward. Well, that has not gone well. Vieira. Hullet. Hullet charging forward, the ball at his feet. Seedorf. This looks promising. Still absolutely nothing to report here, goals-wise. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Knocks it into space, and he's managed to get free. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Out to the right, now it's Bale. He's got away. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent, it's almost personal, and it had to be.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Thuram. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Bale. Bale was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now, who's going to be first to this? Can he get on the end of this? Looking for options for movement. And this is Messi, and he's surging through. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Now it's Ibrahimovic. He's shifting through the gears here. Can he finish? That was probably asking just too much. Lyon have their second corner now. Rangers are looking to go forward now. And it's Hullet. Just about up to 75 minutes. And here's Ibrahimovic. Oh, just shot a goal! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Ibrahimovic actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Now this, can he finish?
Lyon really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And there's the shot! Against the crossbar. And he's had it nicked away. And claimed it back swiftly. And here's Mbappe. Oh, easy pickings there. Lyon really will have to throw everything at this now. Now it's Messi. And he's picked out the run. Oh, and the shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Changement pour l'Olympique Lyonnais. Le numéro 24.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Ibrahimovic. Le numéro 6.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Lyon have the chance to go the other way.
Le numéro 11. Messi. Le numéro
No, that's been intercepted.
Attention, changement.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And this is Ronaldo.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now that's well seen too. And here's Messi. Engages and forces him off the ball. That's a good ball. A collective sigh of relief from the defence. And he was quick to react. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, super ball. Goes for a shot. Oh, it's fallen loose again. Yes, he's done it. Save the best for last. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done for the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your defence, and I'm afraid they were found wanting in that department.